Okay, we've got a very interesting unboxing and review for you today. We're going to be getting this on the PC and trying it out. This is the Cammus C12.
Yep.
Direct drive wheel.
Very interesting looking.
That doesn't have a base. We're used to wheels with a base. This doesn't have it. This is $550, £550. Cammus have sent it over for a review unit. And yeah, just going to give you my honest impressions of it. So here we go. That's the box. And then, ooh.
So this has no wheelbase. The wheel is the wheelbase all built in.
Oh my goodness, that's heavy. Because the wheelbase is in it. That's it. There's nothing else in the box there.
That is super heavy.
How triggers? Very
They're good.
very solid.
Yeah, very
quite
confident.
heavy. They maybe, I don't know. Okay, we've got a power brick here. Oh, it's a chunky power brick.
That is.
It's one of the bigger power bricks we've seen. We need to do a power brick review video. It looks like a little PC. Okay.
Yeah.
So we've got a power brick here.
How does this mount to anything?
I have, wow, ooh, okay. There's not a lot in the box. There's that power cable.
No.
They've got a USB B upload. We've got a nice Cammus branded bag. I like it when sim racing companies have their branded bags.
There you go.
And what is that? That's a fan.
There it is. There it goes like that.
Wow. Sam's already compiling it. It's happening. This could be one of the quickest ones.
No.
Is it a clamp as well? Is it going to clamp or?
There seems to be little grooves in here, if you can see, and those cutouts fit there.
Okay.
So I'm going to bolt them to that and see what happens from there.
That's how it clamps. It clamps like that. So it's very similar to our Moser clamp.
It is, yeah.
I wonder if it will actually clamp onto that. Okay, we've got a clamp here. We're going to see if it's going to clamp onto the table, table clamp. Completely random.
And it will, I reckon.
Oh my goodness.
That's going to be so heavy.
That is going to be heavy. Right, moment of truth. And you also need quite long bolts. Longer than we have, right?
Where's the bolts?
Well, they're longer than these ones.
Yes.
But, will that...
These go from the bottom.
Ah, okay, so...
Go on.
And then it's just going to be one USB...
Oh, no. Instead of our hands being all twisted around each other.
It's going to be one USB cable into the computer. And then we'll have to work out the pedals. Oh my goodness. Ugh. Okay, so we're going to clamp this onto our table. I have to say, I really like the rubber, the wheel is very nice. I do like that. The wheel's got to be good though, because you can't, I don't think you can change it.
Oh, no, not if it's all built into one.
Wow, okay, so I mean, it's not connected obviously, but it feels very smooth, but I can hear something.
You can hear a whining noise.
It's almost like a...
Asthmatic old man.
Yeah, I don't know if that's because it has a wider diameter. Wow, it's so cool to see how it just like glides over that. Okay. Right, Sam, I think I'm going to connect this up to USB. Well, actually, do you mind helping me out with the power?
I will give it a try.
Okay, so... Okay, that's in. Do you want to do the honours then? So we're going to plug it in. We're going to plug the Cammus in.
See what happens.
Yeah, if the lights go out.
It's in. We've got lights on the power bank.
Okay, so the brick's alive. And the last thing then is we're going to plug in this USB uplink cable. So let's get this monitor on the PC. Okay, moment of truth. Let's find out what happens when we plug this cable in. The green light's on now. Pressing it. Whoa!
Sounds like a printer.
Look at that blue. I'm getting a very like arcade, like going to the arcades feel about it.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Was that it? Half a turn.
Okay. Right, Sam. Is there anything in your thing about software? Or should we just do what we do and get into Assetto Corsa Competizione on it?
There is. Desktop download. You've got to go on the website and download it. I think just give it a bash as
Let's
it is.
just see. Okay, so now we're in ACC. We've connected the wheel. I'm going to have a go, then Sam, you can have a go. This is first time on the Cammus C12. So just to recap, we attached it to these prongs. That's the only thing that came out was the prongs.
Yep.
And then put them on the mount.
Put onto the desk mount.
Connected the power, connected the USB. We've got separate pedals. And then we went into ACC and we chose the Cammus auto config. So I'm going to go single player race. I'm going to go Nordschleife. Let's have a look.
Okay.
We're okay. This is 12. I'm conscious this is 12 Newton meters, Sam, and it's just bolted to the table. We haven't.
On a whole new system I've never seen before.
Yeah, we have not lowered the force feedback here. So here we go. We're trusting in Cammus. And I'm in this M4, so I think they're all GT3s, but that's a GT3 behind us. I'm quite nervous about this. There are so many buttons though, like we've reviewed a lot of wheels now.
Yeah, we've done.
You've got the iRacing wheel there that we really rate. This has probably got as many buttons, if not more, than the Asher Pro.
I think it's close. I don't think there's a lot in it.
So we're about to go racing in the Cammus. How's it going to be? We know ACC on the curves and stuff.
Turn 1 at the Nürburgring.
I don't think anything else is mapped, by the way. Must have been changing stuff. It's very smooth in the middle. I'm expecting this wheel to have a different feel because it's such a wide diameter, rotational part. Oh, we're able to stop the car. Oh my goodness! It's strong there.
What, the feedback?
Yeah. It's a very different style of feedback on the Cammus, and I think the Moser style of force feedback, I think, really feels like power steering to me. It's like it gets very light and then it gets heavy in a smooth way. Like this one it's got more feeling at all times.
Okay, so it's more consistent.
Yeah, it's more like there's a bass feel to it. Shifters are absolutely fine. Very noisy, so...
Yeah, but I like that.
Yeah. You made yours noisy, didn't you, in the BMW?
I did.
I've got the dial here. I feel like this is going to be a really nice wheel to do night stints with, like an endurance race. Like,
Wait.
You're at night time going around Daytona or something, and it's all lit up blue, like it's IMSA.
Yeah.
So I feel like that can work.
What? So that one's gear. What is that?
It's
Can't
changing
be KPH.
It must be KPH. Unless it's not calibrated. But that'd feel quite fast. We're going super GT levels of speed here at the Nordschleife. Where's KPH?
Yeah, so 190 now.
Yeah, it is then. It is.
Okay.
Right, I'm a bit worried about the Nordschleife because the force feedback is very it's heavy, which obviously you can.
So obviously you've used a lot of different wheelbases.
Yeah.
What would that compare to on wheelbases, do you reckon? Like the actual strength of it.
It's very different to my Logitech, which is peak of 12, isn't it?
Yeah.
The Logitech is very, but I also use it in games that have True Force.
Yeah.
It's very detailed, it's very granular, you've used it as well, haven't you, in Gran Turismo? It's buzzing away, and the Moser one is very smooth, and it's not afraid to go light,
So would that kind of being mounted, the wheel actually being mounted externally?
Yeah.
Would that give you a more of a smooth feeling, or is it notchy, or does it actually feel? It looks really smooth. I don't know if that's how it feels.
It feels smooth, and it stays. It feels heavy. It feels like a big dish. You know what? I'm going to pause here, Sam. I'm going to get you in. By the way, it's all GT3s around us, so we're going to do some mad swap here. All right, Sam, you have to hit enter on the keyboard, I think, and then you're going to be going, yeah. So you're coming from a Fanatec CSL Elite,
Yep.
right? So belt-driven wheel. Think about maybe 5 Newton meters or a little bit less. This is 12 in the Cammus.
You are right. It does. Well, okay. I wasn't expecting those pedals to move. It does feel weird. It's got like a different sort of feeling to it.
It's a very different. Let's be honest, right? A lot of the other ones feel similar. Like the Fanatec and the Moser ones feel similar. We know that direct drive wheels are.
Yeah.
You know, it's the new standard. We've just been reviewing an R3, which is a crazy proposition. Like to have something that small.
It's amazing.
Yeah, the Logitech one as well is a bit different. This has a circular wheel like the Logitech, but to me it just feels like it's always there. Like
yeah, there's no like drop off. Like even if I'm doing like the little tiny movements, you can still feel something there. There's like some sort of resistance.
I think people who if you like having consistent force feedback and you don't like the lightness, you when everything that's a big line into Adenauer.
I was too busy talking.
If you don't like force feedback where it gets very light and you feel like I don't know what the car's doing, this you're always going to know here what the car's doing.
Yeah. Oh, I've had a minute.
I don't know why, but I feel like this is like a deep dish pizza.
Explain.
It's like a deep dish direct drive wheelbase, and you know, like a deep dish pizza, you're just going to eat it. You know what you're going to get. This is not like a crispy light. Do you know what I mean? It's not like a.
That's a hell of an analogy you were going for.
This is like a Goodfellas back in the day.
Okay.
Not a ristorante pizza. People in the UK might get that everywhere else.
It's different. It's really weird. It'd be interesting to try it.
Should I try changing the settings and make it a bit? We can mess around in the Cammus place.
We can give it a bash after I've just smashed up. Give me pass it to you.
Yeah, I got it. If you give me the mouse as well here, I can back seat.
Oh, backseat driver again.
Yeah. Okay, so in Cammus, wheel position. Do you want to waggle it around? So we got that. Steering angle is 900, which I had no issues with the steering angle there. It felt really spot on actually.
Yeah. Okay.
Main. This is our. So it does split it into the wheelbase and the steering wheel. It's interesting. Don't think I can.
You can't click on them, can you?
No, I don't think so. Just letting you know.
I think it's just it says active device up there.
Right, here we go. Power. Oh, it is at 50% power.
Oh, okay.
Right. Let's put that to 100 then, Sam.
Brilliant.
I'm going to restart it. By the way, you are on a GT4 and you're racing GT3s. Just hard mode.
Yeah, just break my arms clean off. Don't worry about that.
Okay, I'm a bit worried about the table here because everything is attached to this table. The cameras are attached. That light is attached. The monitor's attached. So the whole building might just go upside down here, depending on how much cameras brought to the party. Now you've driven the Moser R12 full feedback.
Yeah.
And this is a Cammus C12, so I'm gonna hold onto the table.
Jesus, it's definitely.
Oh my goodness! Days. Everything is shaking. Everything is shaking.
That's actual proper effort to get that to turn in there.
Talk to
Even
us,
the chair's going. Oh, no.
This looks absolutely insane.
That is tough.
Okay.
Hang on.
Let me.
I was going to say, let you have a go at that.
Okay, 100%
On
force
the
feedback.
100% feedback.
Okay, I'm gonna have a go then at this 100%. Whoa!
It's a workout.
Oh. That is ridiculously strong. Yeah, if you want to work out from your wheel.
Definitely.
Oh my god.
I know we said that the wheel weighed quite a lot, but it's in a very small package, and for that.
But you know what? It's very consistent. It's not like. I don't know how to explain it, but you could get used to that. Like you.
Yeah.
My guy. Typical GT3s.
Oh
my God.
no.
That U10. 10. Oh, okay. But that's the guy took me out. Okay, we obviously got taken out, but if I drive now... I'm not sure why you would ever want this much force feedback. Like,
yeah, but people do it. You know they do. And you know you have that thing with the belt drives where if you drive slowly and you let off the wheel and the wheel goes...
Yeah, the knocking.
You reckon that still does it on this?
I know you want me to do it. Do you want me to take my hands off the wheel down straight?
Wow. Smooth.
Pretty good. It does have that, it feels heavy and consistent and sort of like reliable, if that makes sense. I mean, this does seem like it would be realistic, but this is, I think, do you mind hitting escape on the thing? So...
Big corner as well. It just goes like, whoa!
I think we need to find a sweet spot here. So I'm back in the settings now. So it was 50. Do you think 50 was a bit light or...?
I think 50 was good. 50 was good, but for the sake of an experiment, why don't you go up a little bit to like 60?
Okay, let's go up to 60. It's also got here natural damping, which we don't want because we don't want it to cut out. It's all right.
Oh, is that what that is? Okay.
Yeah. So it's got natural friction. Let's up that to 50 and see what that
So that was on 20.
It was on 20 before. So let's go back into ACC.
Next time we'll do it not in the middle of the corner.
Yeah. Wow, that still feels very heavy. I don't know if we got used. It's just a very it's a very full-on force feedback experience. I think if we could see a graph of the torque, like you can in Forza actually,
Yeah.
I think it would be quite just always giving you feedback. Yellow flag. I'm really enjoying this actually, I have to say.
So over the curves, how's it fit? Like the transition?
It's not doing that like aggressive sort of like knocking and like, which you can get from Moses sometimes. I'm not joking, this is a very nice experience. You are obviously, let's talk about drawback. You're going to be limited to this rim, I think.
Yes.
So you're not going to get a GT, but I feel like you almost don't want a GT on this. I feel like this is a real circular rim with a big diameter, like, connector, if that makes sense.
I mean, the aftermarket is dead for this, clearly. But the wheel feels quite nice. I wouldn't say it's sculpted around your thumb, your palm area, but
it's squeezable though. So
yeah, it's squeezable, and it's
yeah.
a solid wheel. There's no flex in the rim.
We're trying to do the Sam line into add now. But let's talk real talk, Sam. So $550, £550 is going up against stuff like you can get a R5 bundle for that price. So you get everything in that.
Yeah.
Fanatec CSL DD as well. You're getting a lot more. It's a cheap way to get a lot of Newton meters.
A lot, as you saw from the video.
Yeah.
When we put it up to 100%, that was.
And that means that when you dial it down to 50, you're still getting that sort of like detail.
Yeah.
It's just not as aggressive. So, would you consider this if you're in the market for a DD? You know, knowing what's out there, because you've also driven stuff like the Moser R12.
Yeah. I like it. Is it proven enough for me at the moment? Probably not. I do like a Formula style steering wheel. I could be swayed by it, but I probably wouldn't at the moment, personally.
Would you want to see more people using it?
I'd want to see more options.
Like
for
wheels?
More
like
wheelbases.
But then how does that work? But the thing is, right, do you mind hitting escape?
We're mid-corner. I'll do it.
Yeah. The thing is, right, is that actually there is a wheelbase here.
Yeah.
It's this. And when you think about it, that's very, very, very lightweight. And I actually wonder if there's a way that you could lock that and it could you could then slide this to the end of your desk and it folds flat or something and it just sits there flat out of the way. Like, imagine I could just unlock this, slide it to the end and that folds flat and then you have a quick release here or something. It's a very lightweight way of doing it. And actually we're driving this on a desk And I have to say, it's working really well on the desk here.
It is. I've been impressed with it. I have actually generally been quite impressed with it all along. But
I had no idea what to expect.
No, and the weight of it.
You're not going to be lacking for any buttons.
Definitely not going to be lacking that.
It's obviously for a function over form with the screen, isn't it? It's like, it's very, but you're not going to get it's just numbers, basically. I really like what they've done with this rim, actually. It's really nice and squeezable, and we've been squeezing a lot of rims and discovering that some of them are like, but we really like the Moser FSR rim.
Yes.
It's a great rim.
We do.
But it is a harder grip than the Asher one, which just has that subtle squeeziness to it, especially down at this area.
Mm-hmm.
It's a different approach they've gone to than the Logitech G Pro. The Logitech G Pro also has a very similar sized rim. There is stitching here. I wonder if that would start to like chafe a little bit. It's also like, it's just heavy. Like, it's heavy out of the box. It's heavy. It doesn't rotate freely here. Like this one just rotates freely.
You can do that with like little finger. Nice and
it's
easy.
just it feels like a completely different style.
But it does feel solid.
Yeah.
Like, it does kind of inspire you with confidence. But then, because it's...
The other thing is, if you bolted these down the top, which I think would be possible, maybe.
Yes, I believe you probably can.
Then it'd be very easy to remove this. Just 4 bolts, bang, bang, bang.
Yeah.
I just wonder if there's a way here that it's just naturally something that you can put away and put, and actually that's the market for this thing.
Yeah, I mean, if you mounted this underneath that plate instead, that would work, 100%.
So let us know in the comments if you have a Cammus C5 with the same functionality or C12.
Yeah.
And I'm very interested to hear about it. We will use it some more as well. But broadly, we've connected it. It works. We downloaded the software. It's picked up by ACC, and it's a different feel. So it offers you something different in a marketplace where a lot of the direct drives are sort of doing a similar
all going
thing.
very, very similar.
Yeah. There we go. So big thanks to Cammus for sending us out as a review unit, and we'll do another video on it, and we'll see you there.